Today I'm on Skype with my friend Bernie, who lives in Switzerland, and I'm going to wet my whistle. You can't see him because you're on the camera and we're using the...
But they might remember we have done a few videos together, even on the Food Quick channel.
They will hear your voice through the sound system because I got surround sound stereo hooked up to my computer. Today, I'm still on that bourbon flight from last night. I've had a couple more, but now I've got this guy here. This is the Booker's bourbon. This is supposed to be the. It even has a wooden box. It's even real wood, but I think this is a plastic. Yeah, it's a plastic label glass thing that comes off of there, and it says. Booker's Uncut and Unfiltered Small Batch Bourbon Series. Okay, well, we're gonna take this out of here. Oh, it was even stuck to the back. Cool. Well, here we have the bottle of Booker's, and it appears to have, I'm gonna leave this right here. It appears to have another one of these wax seals on the top. This one's coming apart easily, and it's not flaking off like... Oh, Bernie, you've got some Ben Roma going there.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, you're the one who brought me to Ben Roma.
And you got the 10 rather than the organic, right?
That's 10, right? But I'm making you digress.
I'm digressing because we've got this Booker's here. It's 750 mils, and it does not say what the exact... Oh, crikey, look at that. This is cask strength. This is straight from the barrel. This is a 64% alcohol by volume. This is not cut with water. This is straight from the barrel, and it's at least 7 or 8 years old, maybe 9, something like that. And let me see if I can get a grip on this. Okay, it's turning.
Like you need a spoonful of water maybe in there.
Well, I'm going to taste it neat first, unless the alcohol makes like an anesthetic, so I can't taste anything. Okay, be ready. There we go.
Oh, what a manly fault.
Sea level does it every time. And here's my really dirty glass. This dirty glass has had about 3 days worth of scotch and bourbon in it. And so it's really washed. The inside of this is clean, even though it's full of fingerprints on the outside. Okay. For 64%, that's a real generous dram.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and dark, so it's had the charred barrels that were probably gator backed. And it says on here, Booker's, the whiskey in this package is the highest grade bourbon made by me here at Jim Beam. It is.
Color. Do you think they put any caramel in it?
I don't think so. It is uncut and bottled straight from the. This is. Try and read that.
You're moving it so far away, it's almost here.
I'm sorry. From the band. It looks like band. My grandfather, Jim Beam, liked this whiskey from 6 to 8 years old. So, yeah, it's you know, just the writing is kind of...
The whiskey in this package, the highest... I can almost read it. There's Jim Beam in there, uncut and bottled from the band, my grandpa...
The band, yeah, it looks like the band.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you agree with me, that's good. Anyway, it's got a nice color. It's probably gator backed and 8 years in a charred virgin oak barrel. Okay. We got the water. We got the and here we've got the camera going rather than the computer. So I'm doing this differently than I usually do it. I usually use the camera on the computer, but now I'm using the camera, which hopefully won't die because it's kind of defective and the batteries don't last very long.
I'm trying to do a mirror image here, but mine has been run off.
Oh, you're... Yeah. Well, you know, maybe it's better than this. Well, it's different. It's a completely different whiskey.
We're different worlds here.
Different worlds. This is the American. Well, you know, you're on the European side. I'm on the American side, or the North American side. So in a way, it's appropriate. You know. Give this a. You know, nosing this, I think there's just a lot of alcohol in it. I'm not getting much but the alcohol at this moment. And for me to say that, that's 64% alcohol by volume. The alcohol is working as an anesthetic. Well, let's just give it a little taste so that we can maybe add some water to it and see what happens.
You know, I would be curious. I mean, the disadvantage of using our Glencairn glasses is when there's too much alcohol, it really does all concentrate at the top of the glass.
Yeah. This tastes like bourbon. It has the caramel, it has the vanilla, but it does have a lot of alcohol. The alcohol is taking away from the flavor, definitely. So we're going to put some water in there. Ooh, okay, that was generous. I've brought it down to about maybe 50% now.
Yeah.
I'm just eyeballing it. It looked like a fair bit went in there.
I've always been surprised when you watch Ralphie or Whiskey Bitch, when they put water, they put so little.
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Ralphie sometimes puts in quite a lot. He'll grab his little spoon and he'll go several times. And okay, that's still very powerful. I'm getting some what is that? I'm still getting alcohol.
Oh.
Nothing but it's 64%. Come on. Okay, let's give it a try at whatever it is now. It's still, wait. There's some, it's not spicy. There's a bit of caramel, just a little bit, just a hint of caramel. It needs more water. Okay, a little more water. That's going to be one deep dram by the time I've put enough water in it. So now we're at maybe 50%, I don't know, something like that. You know, this just has... I hope I haven't drowned it. Yeah.
Feeling the difference now?
Now it's at least palatable, but I may have watered it down just a little too much. It's very smooth with all that water in it, but from 64%, you know, I like it around 50, 45, 50. That's about my range for alcohol by volume. But this is
that's always been my problem with any of the cask strengths, because I just don't know how much water to put. On the other hand, that makes every time the drinking experience different.
yeah. Well, part of the charm sometimes is to make it a different experience. You know, if you take a whiskey and you try it, and maybe on the third or fourth sip you taste a note there that wasn't there before. I'm getting caramel. Maybe a hint of vanilla. It's not complex at all. It's just brute strength. That's all this is. It doesn't have a lot going on there. It's got alcohol and a bit of caramel. I'm gonna do some. No, I'm getting more caramel now. As it sits there, and as it's had water put in, more caramel. There's some vanilla, but not much else. It's not complex at all. It's just straight brute force, alcohol it to death, make it as anesthetic as you can, and then when you add some water, you get some flavor. I don't know. It wasn't that expensive, so. I mean, by our terms, it was like, it's a nice box, and that's what you're paying for the box. It was about $58 plus tax, so maybe $70. $70 is a little much for a bourbon. You know, the other thing I can do is wait a little bit and let it oxidize a little bit. Maybe I get another flavor on this sip. Let's see. You know what? There's the caramel, there's some vanilla, but now I'm getting a little bit of a minty note to it. Sometimes with bourbons you get a bit of a mint. And there's a bit of mint there. It's very subtle though. You barely notice it. I think I may have put a little bit too much water.
Is there much of a burn to it because of all that alcohol? I mean, not now maybe, but at the beginning I suppose.
Actually, it's super smooth.
Huh.
I didn't notice much of a burn at all. It's just so much alcohol that it's anesthetic. It takes the burn away.
Okay.
I don't get burned very much anymore. I'm just so used to it.
That's what I still feel like when I have like a Glengarry Founder's Reserve.
Yeah. That one.
That burns. You know, it's got a big burn, so to speak.
It doesn't burn me anymore. I must be all burned out. I must be all burned out down my throat, and it doesn't burn me at all. It's just beautiful.
I put a bit of water. I mean, I rarely put water.
Yeah.
But when I did in that one, and as you told me a few times, all of a sudden other tastes started coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the Glengarry, I find the Glengarry perfect at 48%.
But I really put, you know, I took a spoon. I was with the family there saying, you're not putting water, you're putting drops. I said, just put a little bit.
That's all it needs.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little drop. If you ever watch these guys called the whiskey, they're the Scotch test dummies.
I've never watched it. No.
If you ever watch the Scotch test dummies, they have like an eyedropper. They take water out of a Glencairn glass with an eyedropper and they put one drop in the whiskey, and that's it. Or two drops.
What I did watch the other day was Patterson.
Oh yeah, he's fun.
He's pouring it in and throwing the whiskey away on the floor. It's like, that's how you clean a glass.
Well, that's the ideal way to clean a glass. Patterson, I met him last year at the whiskey festival.
I remember you telling that, and when I saw the name Patterson, I said, "Beckwig, food quick."
Yeah.
And talked about this guy.
Richard Patterson, he is a character. He's an icon. I'll probably see him again in a couple of weeks when I go to the festival again. We're going to be going with Nick, who's also been here on YouTube.
Nick, really?
Yes.
That's good. Okay, that's going to be work a video.
I've been in touch with Nick, and I'll have to get some new batteries because this camera is about to die any minute now.
Well, then I guess so.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Tasting video, I guess.
It's a tasting video, and what I'm going to do is probably edit the snot out of this thing because it's we might be going on for a while. This camera is really funny. It'll keep working and keep working and keep working, and then you stop. If you want to record again, it'll just say change the batteries.
Okay, Mrs. DC just come in.
Oh, she just come in. Hello, Ellen.
Ellen? I'm with Andy on Skype, and we're doing a video.
We're kind of doing a video.
I'm enjoying your video, yes. On est en train de boire un whisky ensemble. See, I pulled in a bit of French in there.
Oh, y a pas de problème. Ça marche. No, you can't completely take the Quebec out of you, even though you've taken yourself out of Quebec.
I was going to say I definitely will not be going back there.
Oh, I'd live anywhere in Canada.
Yeah, actually, she said, could you sit down?
Oh, bien sûr.
Yeah, just a minute. I got the second chair, which is full of junk.
Well, you know what I'm going to say to the camera? I'm going to say sláinte to the camera, or should we say cheers, or ein Prosit. And hello, Hélène.
Hello.
Comment ça va?
Ah, ça va bien, hein?
Oh, parfait.
Oh, je suis plus sobre que vous, hein?
Oh, moi, j'ai la même chose ici.
Yeah, and there's water here as well.
Okay, well, I'm going to shut the camera off. You guys, I hope yours is better than mine, all right?
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick. Food quick.
Food quick.
What?
Yeah.